Okay, I will talk a little bit more about the difference between the pre and post sections of the recording process in a moment when we're talking about the calibrated noise levels of the K system. I'm going to show you my setup here. I want to let you know beforehand that I have already done the calibration on my system, so I'm actually not going to make any adjustments here, but I will tell you the adjustments that you need to make as we come to that part of the procedure here as I'm showing you. I have a computer back in the closet back there that is doing all of my processing digitally, a microphone, and we're going to take also a sound pressure level here on my tablet computer. There is an Android or maybe iPad, if you have an iPad, application that will take a sound pressure level measurement in dB that we're going to use right there. We're going to use the microphone. This is a preamp out into the hardware mixer, channel 3, and then main out to my monitors. I have a 12-inch sub and the HR824 from Mackie. And so the basic idea here is that we're going to take a calibrated noise level and we're just going to let it come out of the speakers, and we're going to adjust the monitor levels to 83 dB here at the listening position. 83 dB is the predetermined standard for 0 on the K level monitoring system. So I'm going to initiate the noise source, and you're going to hear that, and then I'm going to show you back around on the other side where those adjustments need to be made in order to take the 83 or achieve 83 dB here at the listening position. Here comes the noise. And I want to show you that noise is at 0. And here, at this position, oh no. Hold on. There we are. And the adjustment that needs to be made at this point is back here behind at the monitors themselves. This is the volume control of this the left channel. I also want to note that there are other adjustments that can be made here on the back, and sometimes I like to, for my own listening purposes, I like to use the frequency reduce the high frequencies by 2 dB, so -2 on the high freaks, and I do a low cut in order to compensate for the subwoofer. Now the problem with this is, as I had said before, that everything is opposite on this side. So even though I like to listen to it at a -2 dB on the high freaks, if I leave that at -2 during my recording and producing process, I'm going to have to compensate for that by boosting my channel fader levels in the audio workstation by 2 dB in order to compensate for that. But then, when someone plays that back in their car or in their system, then it's 2 dB too loud on the high frequencies. So you definitely need to make sure that you are listening to flat. You have a flat level here, or if you make any adjustments, you need to make it opposite of what you want to achieve. Again, so if you, for example, want to create a brighter sounding recording, you actually need to take and roll off 2 dB off of the high freaks, and that will cause you to make a brighter mix, right? Because it's opposite. It works oppositely. So the deal is that if I needed to make an adjustment there, I would make an adjustment at the back of the monitors. This is going to output 0. It's going to always say 0. It's outputting 0, that sound level, and I just need to make sure that the actual sound level coming out right here is 0. So what we're doing is we're matching that 0 to this 0. That is the essential part of this process, that you are now calibrated at K20. You now have a calibrated listening level for if you wanted to monitor at or mix for a theater or a recording situation or a very quiet recording situation. What we're going to do now is actually lower that by 6 dB because most pop records or dance records, electronica, however you call it, techno, is obviously much louder than that. And so what you do here is you actually increase the calibrated noise level, which causes you to decrease your main level. And when you decrease your main level, then you get to turn your channels up during the recording process. So you're actually making the recording louder. This is going to be accomplished by, I'm going to use the microphone here, and we're going to monitor the level on the input, and then we're going to just make the adjustment again and turn the monitors down 6 dB in order to get a calibrated level for mixing and monitoring for a pop record. And I want to show you here, this button right here, the little blue one right there, is what I'm pushing in order to, so I have it now at K20, but I'm going to push it again, and it goes to K12 first, then K14. We're going to use K14 as our next calibrated noise. And I'm going to turn that on. And it's much louder. I want you to notice how much louder that is. I'm going to cycle through a little bit. That's K20, K12, K14. So now I have my current monitoring level . I'm going to do that one more time because I don't think that I did that in the right order for you to understand what I've done. So I'm going to go back to the K20, and I'm going to show you the level here. And then I'm going to turn it back up and make the adjustment. And I'm just going to show you the levels. So that's K20.